I think the assumption that we have innate worth would be
Mhm.
up for debate there.
Let's do it. Listen.
Yeah.
Because the next question was, are we innately good or bad? That was going to be my next question because and I'm glad that we disagree because we've been agreeing on most things. So it's good for us to at least see where we stand on different things and issues. And so go ahead, you got the
Yeah, I
floor.
think we all innately think that we have innate worth, but I think that's just an illusion. That's our survival instinct
Okay.
telling us that.
Okay.
We all feel special. We all
Mhm.
feel, in a sense, the world is revolving around us. There's this meme. I don't know if you guys have ever seen it, but it's kind of, it shows like a pyramid with humans on top and all different
Yeah.
animals
Yeah.
at the bottom, and that's how we think humans are at the top, but in reality, it's more like it's a circle with the animals all around the outside, and humans are just one of those many animals in the circle of life. Um, do I want to survive more than an ant, more than a dog, more than a chimpanzee? Of course, I do. I would choose my life over them any day of the week. But does the universe really care if I die or an ant dies or a dog dies?
I see.
Picture yourself looking back at Earth from the space station or something. It's just
Mhm.
it's a planet.
Yeah.
Does the universe, like from that perspective, really care if it's you or an ant that dies on any given day?
The universe, absolutely not. I don't, because what, again, this all goes back to a world. If there's a great designer behind it, or it created itself. And so and those are the questions and that we wrestle with on a daily basis. So again, if there's an intelligent mind behind the process, we have innate worth. And if there's not, and I agree with you, if there's not, everything's permissible. Our worth is what we make it. If there's nothing that transcends us as a being, our worth is as we make it, or we can actually impose our worth on someone else. If there's nothing that transcends us, everything is fair game. We can live our own autonomy. We can do what we want, how we want, and when we want. And nobody can say anything about it because we're all in the same boat. We're all human beings, and you can't say your your ideas are better. You can't say my ideas are better. They just are. You can't say you're right. You can't say that I'm right. I can't say that you're wrong. It just is. And so morality is relative, and we just have to let the chips fall where they may.
I just want to add one more thing to that.
Go ahead, man. I love it.
It you know again, I have to be clear. I value my life over that of any other thing. Even people. Like, I want to live for my family, for myself.
Yeah.
Having said that, I think you can make an argument that an ant's life is more valuable than ours if
Okay.
we're not giving back to society, to the planet, in a meaningful way. An ant has value in the sense that it's part of a collective that turns the topsoil, which in turn allows plants to grow, food to grow for other species, for other animals all over the world. They play their part in the circle of life. Whereas me, the human, the consumer, all I do is take my entire life, and then I die. And even then it's a fight to maintain my body. They emulsify us, they put us in caskets, the insects can't get to us, and even then we don't want to give back to the earth.
And
So
okay,
in ways like insects or other animals, their life, I mean, you could tally this up with statistics, like, 1 for 1 against kind of column things. Like, I think there's a strong argument that an insect's life could be more than ours, if we're not self-actualized, that is.
Okay.
I think I'm needing a clear description of what worth is, because worth, in the sense of what Jordan was just talking about, is like, how are you contributing to this planet, right? Ants are contributing in this way. Humans, maybe we're living a lifetime of not contributing to the planet's sort of circle system. But then also, when you were talking about, like, does the universe care? Like, is the universe caring what gives you worth? And then I'm also wondering, in Ray's stance, if you're talking about innate worth,
yes,
you're born with it, what is the definition of that worth? What makes it innate, and what are you worthy of?
Okay. So what I mean by innate worth, you have it at birth that because of what you are. Again, in my worldview, you are a spiritual being, you are a moral being, you are a relational being, and ultimately you are a social being as well. And so with that being said, you are made in a particular image. You have a particular image, in which, again, in my worldview, it's called the image of God. And so we have innate worth, in which we should treat one another as we would want to be treated, and we should love one another, even regardless of people's background, class, and duty, and so on and so forth. So, and where the worth comes from has to do with God. It has to do with a being initiating this work on its creation. And so I guess that is where the innate worth comes from.
So do you mean worth, like you have worth to live